I'll try.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. You're listening to KILJ, and this morning we've got the Henry County Health Center with us, specifically the Henry County Health Center Foundation, and its director, Mark Hempen. And Mark Hempen, you have a guest, so take it away. Tell me who you brought with you today.
Well, I brought one of the Foundation Board of Directors with me, Jill Daniel, so it's nice to have her with us this morning as well.
Thank you.
Well, let's talk about the foundation. That's what we're here to do today. I know there's a lot with COVID and everything else that's been changing our world. So let's start at the beginning. Explain the mission of the foundation and the value that the foundation brings to the health center and to our Henry County communities.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Our mission is to promote the enhancement of the health and well-being for Henry County individuals and families. And the way that we are able to do that is by being a catalyst for generating financial resources that we can pass along to create a healthier future for our people. So that's what our goal is. That's what our mission is. And we have had some great success with fundraising in the past. We are continuing to do so. Although because of COVID, we have kind of run into some stumbling blocks.
Yeah, talk a little bit about how that's impacted the events this year.
All right. Well,
we usually do a music trivia contest in April, and then our big one that we love to do that is kind of like my baby is the annual golf benefit. And so we didn't get to do those two things this year. And those two together can generate somewhere around $30,000 for the foundation. So that's two big foundation events that have had to be canceled.
Yeah, a lot of folks around here enjoy that golf benefit. I mean, they really enjoy the tournament, and it's been, I think, we're up to our 11th or 12th year on it now, and this would have been the 12th year for it. So it's really a big event and a lot of fun for our foundation board members who put a lot of time in that day as well. But the community and the participants have always really enjoyed it as well.
So even though we've canceled the golf benefit and the music trivia night, which I've been to the music trivia night, and I have a ball with that. We love going as the KILJ crew.
Yeah.
So even though these events were canceled, I know that you guys have found some ways to involve people who want to contribute to the foundation and the important work that you guys are doing. So does someone want to talk about the fundraiser that you have coming up?
Sure, I will. It's an interesting kind of thing. We have worked with the foundation board and some committees, and we're trying to figure out some event that we can do that, helps follow the guidelines of social distancing, and it's not off-putting at all for people that want to, participate, and kind of keeps them safe at the same time. So we also identified the fact that the health center needs to purchase some new equipment. Some of the equipment that they need to purchase are telemetry units. Right now, the health center has 5 telemetry units that they use, and they need to be replaced. So, and the truth of the matter is that the need for those units has grown as well. So, what the foundation wants to do is to have a fundraising event so that we can buy 10 of those new telemetry units for the health center, and the total cost of those things just slightly under $40,000 for all of them. One of the things that's really been fantastic is we had a person come in, and they were very, very generous, and they really knocked down that price big for us. So we have a little under $30,000 that we need to raise now, and that's a very doable thing. And so we put our heads together and tried to figure out some sort of event that we could have. And we decided not to have an event. We're having a non-event event is what it is. And so basically over the next few weeks, you'll be seeing and hearing a lot of information about a non-event event. It'll invite you to stay at home and don't come and don't participate in a giant celebration. Your participation is as simple as writing a check and sending it into the foundation. So instead of spending money for a babysitter or a dog sitter, instead of spending that money for them, just send that money to the foundation. Instead of buying a new gown or renting a tuxedo, save that money and send it to the foundation. So that's the thing that's happening right now is we're preparing for this. Hopefully by mid-September, all the details will be out. We'll have it on various locations so that you can find out more about it and participate with it. And we think this will be a great opportunity for us to raise that money.
Yeah, I love this idea. People need a reminder. People are willing to give and want to give, but sometimes we forget. So what a great thing that you guys will be putting out. Everybody be on the lookout for that information coming. How will that information come out? Will they be invited on Facebook or email or...
Yeah, we'll definitely have information on the Facebook about it. A lot of people are finding out about it right here today,
Perfect.
and we'll make a big plan to come talk to you again about it. And so there'll be press releases and all kinds of different things that are happening with it. Plus, it'll be on the foundation Facebook page, and then it'll also be on the Health Center Facebook page. So that's a great way for people to know about it.
So we've got some fundraisers that have been canceled, but I know that the Henry County Health Center has received some donations because of COVID-19 from the foundation. What were some of those donations?
It's very interesting to me about some of the things that we've been given. You had mentioned it before, and I'll mention it again. We have had such a tremendous outpouring of support from the community. So many phone calls and so many messages that came to my desk that wants to know how people can help us. It's just been pretty fantastic, and we've had some wonderful organizations and people step forward with gifts for us.
Yes, one donor paid for a very nice lunch for all of our associates. We've received pizzas, pop, ice cream treats, and a ton of just motivational messages to Mark that he's passed forward. And we received gifts of face shields for our frontline providers and healthcare workers. We got a donation for an individual that paid for cloth face masks for our entire associates. So that was very nice.
Yeah, it's just fascinating to me. We have received face shields, face masks that, just continue to come in. And those are so beneficial for us, particularly now with the upswing in the way the COVID is rearing its head right now. That personal protective equipment is more essential than ever.
Absolutely. And what a great thing that people are excited and to help any way they can when we're in this time of craziness and uncertainty. That's amazing.
We got the best people in the world right around us right here.
So we're talking about the Henry County Health Center Foundation. How can people learn more about this, and how can they find these opportunities to contribute and give back to the health center like this?
We have a really good Facebook page. We have a really good website page, so people can just go to the website, which is basically www.hchc.org, and then click on the word foundation. And when you're there, you'll find a place where you can help decide how you want to give. The web page has a donate now button on it. So if you are ready and you want to move on, you can do so. Plus, we do have the Facebook. You can always call me in my office at 319-385-6541, and I'll answer any questions you have.
And before we go, Jill, since you're here and you're on the board of the foundation, talk a little bit about what your experience has been on the board and why you're excited to be part of the Henry County Health Center Foundation.
I've been on for about 7 years, and it's just been exciting to see all the pieces of equipment we can help the hospital with that helps everyone in the community. And it's just a fun group of people that we get together and try to, help as best we can.
To make a difference.
To make a difference. And then just all the subcommittees that I've been on then, like I said, the golf committee and all of that has always been a lot of fun. And I know it's doing a lot of good in the community and for the hospital.
One of the things we're working on right now that Jill is part of is our grant committee. And so we're getting ready to issue grants this year, and Jill's been very helpful with that too.
Well, what a great thing to be involved with. Thank you for your time and your service to the Henry County Health Center Foundation. I've always loved getting to sit down with you guys and talk about all the good, fun things that you're doing, because I know when we talk about healthcare these days, sometimes it can get overwhelming and negative, but you guys are doing good work. You're helping our local county hospital, and I just want to say thank you. And everybody, be on the lookout for a non-event fundraiser for the Henry County Health Center Foundation.
Thank you.
And just remember, there's no certain age that can donate. Anyone can donate, because even that $10 that you want to send in will help.
Make a big difference.
It makes a big difference. So just remember that.
Thank you, Jill.